Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about Italian citizenship in 2 years. The law has been approved. So the process after you have applied for Italian citizenship, the waiting period, now they have reduced it to 2 years. When Salvini came into power, he extended it from 2 years to 4 years. Now the Italian government have reduced it back to 2 years. So the law has been approved on the 18th of December 2020 and is to enter into force on the 20th of December 2020. Meaning anyone that will apply for Italian citizenship from 20th December 2020 onward, the waiting period is going to be 2 years. Now, before we dive deep into it, if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so that whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Now, let's get into it. It says, citizenship in 2 years, law approved. So the law has been approved. So it says new terms for granting Italian citizenship from 2 years up to 3 years. From 2 years up to 3 years. It says the law 18th December 2020, number 173, approved on the 18th December 2020, with entry into force on 20th December 2020. Finally converts the immigration decree reversing the Salvini's law. So finally, this law has converted Salvini's decree. So that is what they are saying, from 4 years back to 2 years. So it says Article 4 of the decree law converted to paragraph 5 to 7 establishes the Massimo Test for the conclusion of the procedures for granting citizenship to be 24 months, which is 2 years. So they have reduced it back to 2 years, which can be extended. Now listen to this, which can be extended up to 36 months, that is 3 years, instead of Salvini's 48 months, that's 4 years, by marriage and by residence. So it can also be extended to 3 years. That is what they are trying to say. So, but the maximum term is going to be 2 years. That is the first one. But if there's any complication, if there's anything they are finding out from the individual, then it can last up to 3 years. So that is what they are trying to say. So it says, in the original text of the law decree number 130 of 2020, the maximum term is redefined in 36 months instead of the current 48. Now, the Massimo Test, when they came out with the test, when they came out with the law, they reduced it from 4 years to 3 years. So that is what they are saying. They reduced it from 4 years to 3 years. But now it says the Chamber of Deputies then modified the ordinary terms and it was reduced to 24 months. The ordinary test, when they came up with the idea, they all accepted it to be 3 years, from Salvini's 4 years to 3 years. But now the Chambers of Deputy, when they want to pass it into law now, the Chambers of Deputy, they now reduce it again from the 3 years we heard about. We have heard about 3 years ever since. From the 3 years we've heard about, the Chambers of Deputies now reduce it now to 2 years. Without prejudice to the possibility of an extension, without any harm or discouragement to the possibility of an extension up to the maximum of 36 months for the conclusion of the procedures. So meaning it can be extended to 36 months, that's 3 years, with possibilities of concluding the procedures. For instance, there are still things that they are still needing from the individual. There are still some investigations they want to make. It will make it to be up to 3 years. So if everything works out fine without any other things, then within 2 years, some people can have their citizenship. So now, I want you guys to listen to this. I know people will be asking many questions. Those ones that have applied before, is it going to be applicable to their own? Maybe they have applied 2018, they have applied in 2019. Are the applications also going to fall under these 2 years or not? So I want you to listen to this. It says, no retroactivity of the modification. No retroactive So, meaning this law is not going to be retroactive. It means that it's not going to go back to affect those ones that are applied before. It's not going to go back to favor those ones that have applied before on the 20th December 2020. The law was passed on the 18th of December 2020 and is to enter into force from on the 20th of December 2020. So anyone that even applied on the 19th, anyone that even applied on the 18th of December 2020, this law is not applicable to the application. So this law will not help them. Anyone that applied before this law on the 20th of December 2020 falls under Salvini's law, which is 4 years. Salvini's law is from 2 years to 4 years. Although we are hearing 4 years, it's from 2 years to 4 years. There are some people that they are still granted citizenship under 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, 3.5 under Salvini's law. So Salvini's law is the same thing from 2 years to 4 years. Just like this new one they just announced that is going to be from 2 years to 3 years. That's how Salvini's law is. Some people are still receiving theirs under 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, 3.5, up to 4 years. So anyone that applied before, this new law will not be applicable to them. So it says the 2-year law is only valid for applications submitted after 20th December 2020. It's only valid, as I've said. It's only valid to any application that will be submitted after on the 20th. So it says, so all the practices, all the practicals already in progress, anyone that have submitted before 2018, 2019, January 2020, even in November 2020, just a month ago, a week ago, all of these ones, it says, are not affected by the reform. So that is it. You have to get that straight now, so that people will not be asking or calling for many further questions. You got to get this now. Anyone that have applied before, this law will not favor them. It's only anyone that will not apply, anybody that will not apply from on the 20th of December 2020 onward, that this law is applicable to. So it says, the entry into force, as already mentioned above, is 20th December 2020. Therefore, the 2 years will apply only from this date. The 2 years will apply only from 20th December 2020. So finally, the big one. Finally, I want you all to listen to this. This is another question that people will also be picking up their phones and be making calls about. I want to settle it once and for all, here and now. So finally, the big one concerning the exam. People are wondering and asking, now they have cancelled Salvini's law. Salvini brought about the exam. The exam was not there before Salvini came. When Salvini came, he brought the law of the exam B1 or B1. So people are still wondering now, since Salvini's law has been reversed, did they also cancel the exam? Because the exam has been an hindrance or a barrier that made many people not to apply for Italian citizenship. And it's still hindering people up till now. So listen to this, it says, will anything change for the Italian language requirement B1 or B1? Unfortunately, no. That is what they said. Unfortunately, no. The obligation introduced by the former minister Salvini to know the Italian language B1 remains. So the exam remains. It's only the process, the waiting process, the waiting period that they amended and brought back to 2 years. But the exam, it remains. Meaning, you still have to go and sit for that exam, present the certificate before you can see apply for Italian citizenship. But there's an option. Listen to this clearly again. Listen to this with all rapt attention. So it says, holders of unlimited EC or EU resident permit are obviously excluded. We know that already. Anyone having carta soggiorno, some people don't even know about it. If you are having carta soggiorno, the one that you use your R2, which is A2 exam to apply for, you don't need to do this B1 exam before applying for Italian citizenship. So if you have carta soggiorno, not the old carta soggiorno, any carta soggiorno that when you applied for it, you did the exam R2. So that carta soggiorno covers the place of the B1 exam if you want to apply for Italian citizenship. So if you are having carta soggiorno, you don't need to do B1 exam if you want to apply for Italian citizenship. Another way around, there are some people, they don't have carta soggiorno currently and they are due, they want to apply for Italian citizenship. Maybe they have 2 years or they have any other document. Now, this is another thing that you can do. If, for instance, you are unable due to job or one thing or the other, unable to do the B1 exam because of the language and many other things, and some of you even have R2 exam or A2 exam, you have it already, but B1 is complicated to you. Now, you know what you need to do. First and foremost, convert whatsoever documents you have, convert it to carta soggiorno with your R2 or A2 exam. Then after getting your carta soggiorno that you use your R2 or A2 exam to apply for, then you can use it to apply for Italian citizenship. Then you have crossed the barrier of that B1 exam. If the B1 exam is difficult to you, you're unable to have it, if you can go for R2, then convert your document to carta soggiorno illimitata. Use your R2 to apply for it. Then after you have applied for it, then the very day you get it, or the next or within a week, you can apply for Italian citizenship with that your carta soggiorno. That's another way around if you want to get it, because according to law, whoever that is having carta soggiorno, there's no need for you to do the B1 exam. So this is the new citizenship law that the Italian government have approved. Italian citizenship in 2 years. The waiting period is now 2 years. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and also share it to others as well. And if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so that whenever I upload any new videos or information, you will know. Thank you and God bless you. And Merry Christmas to you and your lovely family. Bye.